Here it is, the much-needed changes to SSI, Supplemental Security Income. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now this video is specifically focused on SSI and some of the major inhibiting factors behind this very important program that sends out monthly benefits to millions upon millions of beneficiaries. Well, hopefully this document right here is going to change it for all those millions of individuals, so let's get into it and discuss all the details and what this contains. Let's get into it. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video. As I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you every single day, doing all the necessary research, watching everything very closely, including all these new announcements coming out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, and all the new bills, packages, proposals, amendments, reform to very important benefits, as well as anything in regards to raises to benefits, money, checks, programs, and anything else out there right now. I'm watching it all very, very closely and breaking it down into these short videos so you can understand what is actually going on and how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and ultimately how much you're going to be getting every single month as a result of your benefit. So again, thanks so much for joining me. If you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward, and I'll continue to be here for you right by your side every single day as I truly want to help you out in any way that I possibly can, and of course, do things just like this document here to ultimately get some major changes to the SSI program, as well as other programs administered by the Social Security Administration, just like SSI. So let's get right into it. All right, so just a couple days ago, I was out in a separate video talking about some of the major changes that need to be taken into consideration when it comes to the SSI program, Supplemental Security Income. Now, here's the thing. If you didn't recognize this, SSI was actually established way back in the early 70s, about 50 years ago by Richard Nixon. Well, at that time, the program was put into place. Well, guess what? Over the last 50 or so years, guess how many times this program has been reformed? Only a couple, like literally very small reform to this program over the last 50 years. Well, as a result of that, many of the major provisions that were put into this program 50 years ago, back in the early 70s, are still in place. Well, guess what? Some of this needs to change in a major, major way, which is where this guy comes in right here, right now. So in that video just the other day, I was reaching out to many of you here in the community because I know that there are a lot of you here in the community who do receive SSI, Supplemental Security Income, not to be mistaken with Social Security benefits. Very, very different benefits and programs and all the parameters around them. However, SSI is administered by the Social Security Administration, but not technically Social Security benefits. But either way, as a result of that, in the video the other day, I was saying, what is it that you need changed about this program, and what can we do to actually get some of the changes that we want to this program? Well, in that video, I was asking you, should I draft a letter and send it over to the Congress to ask them to remove the marriage penalty? Remember that one? Yeah, the dreaded marriage penalty. I know that a lot of you here in the community are not a fan of the marriage penalty, and let's be honest, it's way out of date. This was put into place way back in the early 70s, and just like anything else, a car or a house, over 50 years of time, it needs a little tuning up, right? So, well, that's what we're asking Congress to do right now with the SSI program by removing the marriage penalty. So, what have I done? I've drafted a letter. Drafted another letter, yes. Drafted a letter that we are going to be sending over to Congress asking them to do some simple changes in legislation to remove the marriage penalty. Now, here's what's interesting. In the document right here, you're going to see some numbers that I break down for you. But basically what it comes down to is that SSI beneficiaries are getting about 25% less as a married couple because of the marriage penalty. So let me put this into perspective really quickly here. So as an individual right now in 2022, as we speak and as I record this video, the maximum benefit is $841 per month. You know that. The maximum benefit for a married couple is $1,261. However, let me tell you the math behind this. In the event that two people are receiving SSI as a married couple, let's just say that there was no marriage penalty. Each individual is getting $841 each for a total of $1,682. That's what it would be with no marriage penalty, $1,682. However, as of right now, the maximum you can get as a married couple is $1,261, right? A difference of $421. Well, that's a result of 25%. It's a 25% penalty because you're married. Really? Seriously? I mean, do I need to go on and on about this? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. So you get married, you want to start your life with the person that you found and that you love and care about. And then they say, hey, you're married. We're going to take 25% of your benefit away. You're being punished. You're married. Why? Why did you do that? You know what I mean? Seriously, you've got to be kidding me right now. What a dumb rule. So let's just be real with ourselves right now, okay? So as a result of that, I've drafted a nice little letter asking Congress, hey, you think you want to do a little tune-up on this thing? Because being married and being penalized for it at a rate of 25% reduction to benefits is just plain old stupid. I mean, let's just be real right now, right? Let's say it how it is. It just doesn't make sense. Not to me anyway. Maybe it makes sense to some people, and clearly it still makes sense to Congress because they haven't done anything about it. Or what it really comes down to is, honestly, it probably does make sense to them, but they work on other things, right? They feel like they're working on other things, and it's just like so many other programs and so many other things out there right now where they like to sweep things under the rug or pretend like, oh, we didn't know that was a thing. You know what I mean? So Congress is very good about this. If it doesn't directly impact them, or if it doesn't look really good on their scorecard for millions of people, they generally don't do it because, they want all the accolades. They want the trophies. They want the medals. They want the cookie at the end of the day saying, attaboy, you guys did a good job. You know what I mean? So we're simply asking them to just change this one simple provision. That's it. Remove the marriage penalty so that those individuals receiving SSI or fixed income benefits are no longer being penalized simply because of being married. I mean, seriously? Marriage has a lot of other, embedded little things with it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it's a penalty because it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm married too, so I get it. You know what I mean? But I just feel like at the end of the day, does a new married couple or even people that have been married for a long period of time, is this something else they really need to be worried about right now? Is there reduction or garnishment of benefits simply because of being married? I don't know. Seems too simple. So anyway, simple changes. With that being said, let's bring Corey in. She's going to read this guy for you. It's really short and sweet, as you can tell. And it's just basically my request to Congress that we will be sending over. And again, I know that we send letters over to Congress, but here's the fact of the matter. Unless we say something, they won't know. And I can guarantee this much. If we do not write a letter, it's not going to be read, right? You can't read a letter that's not written. So therefore, we got to continue sending this. So we got to continue to just hammer down on Congress. We got to continue to do whatever we can to get their attention. Eventually, something will give, right? You just got to keep trying, and eventually something will give. It might take a while, but either way, it doesn't really matter. We'll continue, right? So with that being said, let's bring Corey in. She's going to read this for you. Pretty short and sweet, straight to the point here, and you'll see exactly what I'm asking for. If you think that I missed something, please let me know down below in the comment section. Otherwise, let me know your feedback. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. If you think that I should burn it and start over, let me know. If you think I should tear it up, let me know. If you think I should send it as is, let me know. I want to hear your feedback, okay? There's no right or wrong answer. Just let me know what you think. I'm here for you. I'm advocating for you, and I want to do what I can to make sure that it has all the bells and whistles and everything that we need right now. So anyway, with that being said, please make sure to subscribe down below. If you haven't done so yet, share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. And then, again, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe. And with that being said, Corey, come on in, take it away, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. All right, Corey, it's all you and the letter that I drafted. Hope you enjoy it. All right, Corey, take it away. See ya.
Hello. We are a group of nearly 400,000 fixed income beneficiaries receiving Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, and RRB benefits. We understand as well as you do, these monthly benefits are the lifeline we rely on each month to cover the majority of our living expenses. Supplemental security income is a vital program, but also needs some work to bring it up to current times. We are writing this letter and reaching out to encourage you and your colleagues to implement one simple change to the SSI program. This program, established in the early 70s, still contains the marriage penalty, reducing benefits by 25% for a married couple. As a result of this penalty, some SSI beneficiaries are waiting on marriage out of fear that their benefits will be reduced. It is sad and shameful that Americans can't marry the person they love due to the hefty penalty they will face from the SSI program. We want you to lift that penalty. Thank you for your time and consideration, Matt, the advocate for the low income and fixed income through the Blind to Billionaire YouTube community.